What is up, YouTube? Today we're back with another Guild War video, obviously, and we are fighting against Fidelis. And a lot of you guys know Fidelis is one of my arch nemesis because that's the infamous Falcon or Clary loss, right? I'll put a screenshot on screen. But anyways, we'll be doing 6 attacks today again. We'll be doing 6 attacks basically for the next 4 videos because one of my guildmates, Kyle, is on vacation, so we're going to be doing his attacks for him while he's gone. So hopefully you guys enjoy. I think some of you guys said you guys enjoy the longer form content. Who knows, maybe eventually we'll get to 9 attacks or 12 attacks. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. But as always, if you guys do enjoy the Guild War content, please consider dropping a like and comment below, as it really helps me with the algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let's just jump straight into it. And happy Thanksgiving, by the way. So let's go. Alrighty, so for our first attack of today, we'll be hitting Hale, which is scouted. It's bot 4 since we want to open for Stronghold. So I'll populate the information on screen now, where you're going to be able to see it's a Alabaster Ran, it's Spear Senya, and it's going to be no Holy Sack on the Lilius, and then also the Yulha is on Aureus, Candy's on POV, and Ilanav's on Holy Sack. So first team I'm going to be running Amid. So because there's Fire Lilius I can provoke on S2, we want to make sure that we have immunity, right? So we do have that checked. And then we're going to be running a new Kisei build. Now it's not as crazy as the one you guys saw in the last video, but it's still going to do a lot of damage, right? So obviously S2EE. I'll put the damage calculation on screen now. And then we're going to be running our 3rd unit as a Hawk, who is going to be on Symbol of Unity, and I'll pop his damage calculation on screen now. So the idea here is we're going to aim at S2, S3 push to Kisei because she's double pushed. Even though the Zahak has 30 more speed than my Kisei, we're still going to take the turn since we get 41% CR. We're going to S3, S2, and then Zahak with 100 crit is basically just going to kill the Senya, and then everything's dead, and then we're good to go. On the bottom, it's going to be Candy, Ilanav, and the Aureus, Holy Sack, and POV, right? So first unit we're going to be running is Midnight Lilius on Windrider, and I'll pop her damage calculation on screen now. And this will for sure kill a Yulha on Aureus, no problem, right? And then we have our 2nd unit going, which is going to be Inferno Kawazu on a full attack build, and I'll put his damage calculation on screen now. Now, one thing we want to make sure is he's not going to cut our Midnight Lilius because Ilanav is going to move first, right? So he's going to S2. So we need to make sure we speed calculate that 25% CR is not going to cut the Midnight Lilius, which we'll put on screen now. So we know for sure that the Midnight Lilius will take our first turn. Inferno S2 will not impact anything, right? So that's good. And then we have our Luna on Portrait of the Saviors on the extra turn EE when you kill, and I'll put the damage calculation on screen now. This obviously kills, right? You almost don't even need damage calculated, but you always want to make sure, like, we'd rather be safe than sorry, right? So idea is Ilanav moves, S3 Yulha kills, Windrider, Inferno moves up, Vigor, attack buff, kills Candy. Could salvo, but we don't care because Luna's going to finish up, right? And Ilanav's on the 50% CR EE, so worst case scenario, he's going to S2 into the Inferno, maybe it dies, and then Luna's going to S3 into that and just finish the kill, and everybody's happy. So, yeah, let's go ahead. Alright, here we go. So, we're going to push. And there's the Lilius. And we're going to push the Kisei here. And everything's about to die, basically. We're going to S3 onto the Lilius here. Since there's elemental advantage, like, why not? So that died, 33k damage. We S2. And we even crit the Senya, so it's Jover. That's always nice, right? Makes it a bit faster. And then Ilanav's going to move, as we said, around 260 speed. Pretty fast Ilanav, and on immunity. Only 70k HP, so it's all good. So we watch the Inferno. You see how Inferno's right behind, but we make sure we calculate it, right? So it's not a factor. So now we're just gonna S3 onto the Yulha, and the S2 push from the Midnight Lilius is gonna let the Inferno take the turn and give attack buff, and this is gonna die. Yep, there it is. She's dead. And then Inferno's gonna go, so we're just gonna rip S3 into the Candy, and you can look at the CR bar here, right? Ilanav's right behind the Luna, but because there's 120 speed disparity, it's all good, right? So Candy dies, Inferno may die here. Yeah, he's definitely dead. But we're just going to S1 with Milius, all good, and then we just rip S3 with the Yulha. I mean, sorry, Luna. And this is gonna nuke. Yeah, 36k. We soul burn S1, and Inferno is a worthy sacrifice. And there we go. Nice and clean. Or not really clean. I ideally would like to keep the Inferno alive, but it's all good. So let us move ahead with the second attack. Okay, so for round number 2, we will be hitting this guy. Amid Senya Kisei. So I'm going to be going with Zio. Obviously, he can take the first turn. He gives a attack imprint, and I'm actually missing an effectiveness ring. That's pretty funny. I'll fix that later. And then Sid's going to be on Secret Art Storm Sword, and just to push up on the S3EE. And he does a lot of damage. I'm going to put the damage calculation on screen now. So he does a shit ton of damage, right, on Soulburn, especially because Zio's holding Book. And then my Runka is just going to be on Spare Gear on Spear, which is going to give her 10% CR. Since she'll be like 270 or 262 with 10%, so she'll move to 291 speed. So the idea is Zio's going to S3 Senya, the triggers are on attack, Sid's going to get the move. Depending how fast the Kisei is, right? So if the Kisei is giga fast, it's probably like Alexis Basket. Then I'll probably Soulburn S3 into... I'll Soulburn S3 into the Aiming no matter what, and then I'll just S1 into this, and it should be fine. And then Arunka is going to cut up to 290, and then you'll one-shot the Senya if it's Holy Sack, and it'll die. There is the possibility, I guess, where if it's like a Omega tank Kisei, where my Sid doesn't kill her. Yeah, I mean, that could be a bit problematic, but I don't think she'll be able to kill us either way, so... Yeah, let's just hope that doesn't happen, because I didn't comp check this one, so we're just going to run it. Anyway, bottom is going to be Ran, Milius, and Emilken. So I'm going to be going Christy. I'm going to be testing the new Bastion of Perlucia, just going to see how it works, just ER and HP. And I'm going to be running Arya here on Fairy Tail Tenebria, or sorry, Fairy Tail for a Nightmare. I mean, Milius can't one-shot this because there's not a big enough HP disparity, and the Ran can't death break me either, so everything should be fine. And then Destina is just going to be on Bastion of Hope, just to make sure that we don't get debuffed. Now that I think about it, I'm actually going to go Guardian Ice Crystals. It's probably just better to give us some added survivability for the Arya. And yeah, I hope this works. I don't know if it does, and if I int, then... Well, we're not going to int. We have to believe in our unit, so let's go ahead. Alright, first things first, to take the screenshot. And we're going to S3 onto the Senya. And the Kisei is pretty slow, right? So we have no concerns here, basically. So that triggers the non-attack. And then Sid's going to cut up to 368. And we have Spear. I'm going to Soulburn S3 into the Amid. And she's dead. And we're going to S1 into the Kisei. This one might not kill. Oh no, she's dead. Alright, and then we just S3 onto the Senya. And this is Giga Free. Yep, everything's good. Nice, 22.4. So that overkilled like crazy. Now Ran's going to move here probably. So let's check out this new Bastion of Perlucia. That's a pretty thick barrier actually. And he RNL'd. Oof, okay. Surely he doesn't strip. Yeah, he didn't strip. That's one. Didn't break barrier. Another RNL. Okay. He has S2, S3 again already. That's kind of scary. Okay. I'm a bit concerned now, but everything should be fine, right? 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 Yeah, this is an S3 angle. I'm scared, dude. I'm so scared. What if this Ran is like, there's no way it's Ran's effectiveness, right? There's no way. 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 There's no way.
If you won't step back,
please spare me. Okay, we didn't get stripped. We got the Guardian Ice Crystal. We're proccing the S3. Okay, now we're chilling. We're chilling. I mean, no way this Emilkin just on a Giga Nuke build that one-shots me, right? That'd be real funny, right? Oh, I'm just gonna S1 this. Just kill the Milius. Sacred Scythe? No, it's Golden Rose. Okay, so we counter. That's gonna do the chip damage, and then S1. Nice and clean. Nice, 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 nice. Oof. That RNL was a bit scary, but Bastion of Perlucia, pretty good. Pretty good. That barrier's pretty thick, so good test. Let's go. Alright, so for our third attack, we'll be hitting Akaship, and let me just make sure that's called out. So I'm going to be running Pillars and Rocket Punch here, just to be our light bait. And we have Beat On to counteract the Conqueror Lilius, so it's on Doctor's Bag. I usually run Guardian Ice Crystals, but because like I think the barrier with healing is going to be maybe good for the Pillars, I'll just keep it like that. And then my Lethe's just going to be on Prayer here on HP speed, nothing too special, just RTA build. On the bottom is Luluka, Karina, and Yufine, so I'm going to be going with DC. There isn't really a safer option, so I'm going to be running a 277 ER Destina with Iseria at 250 speed, Unseen Observer, just leftover gear. Effectiveness is actually a good touch on Iseria now, because if we can S3 onto the Karina to Death Break, it really neuters her damage. And then the Dark Orb is going to be on Sepulchre because I don't have another Prayer, so I think this should be fine enough. And yeah, basically we're just going to reset DC, push him down, kill the Yufine, and then they can't really win. And don't worry, I'll speed it up for you guys. So let us go right ahead. Alright, Circus Fantasia, 17k HP Lilius. Okay, and it was sort of cycling seasons Aiden, so that's gonna make sure that we note that down. Grab the CR bar for the rest of the guilds, and from this spot, Aiden's gonna take a turn. Yeah, why not? Alright, so I'm just gonna S1 on the Candy here with the Lethe here.
I'll take care of it myself.
And I'm just gonna S3 onto the Aiden. I don't think this kills. Unless it does, that'd be pretty crazy. But we landed a Provoke, which is nice. If he salvos, that's actually good for us. We don't get the defense buff yet. Maybe I can sleep this. So I sleeped it. Now I'm gonna S3. And this is gonna trigger Aiden likely if I miss. And then Pilis gets defense buff. There's Frostbite on the Candy. Even though she salvos, I mean, we don't really care. We're 29k HP here, right? So it really doesn't matter. And this is gonna kill. And the sleep sticking on the Silius is actually amazing here. Like, so good. And then Pilis is just gonna S1 onto the Aiden, and she's dead. And yeah, now Conquer Lilies is just gonna die like a dog. Sleep. No justice. It's all good though. We just S1. And then Lethe's gonna S1. Yeah, Rocket Punch Pilis is just so good now. Like, so good. Shout out to Whalefins, man. The original Rocket Punch Pilis creators. Well, actually, that's cap. Maybe TL made it. I don't know. TL made it for Guild War, but Whalefins did a good job for it as well. So grab the CR for the team. We're going to reset DC. Likely Lulucar is going to cut to the front, and she does. We're going to actually just hold S3 because she's going to cleanse anyway, right? So I might as well just S1 on this to try to not trigger a dual attack from the Karina, or sorry, counter for the Karina or Yufine. And this Lulucar is 90 or 9.8k HP, which is pretty strange. I think she's missing gear. She's more than likely missing gear. So I'm just going to push the DC down. And that's gonna cut. And then we just Soulburn S3 into the Yufine and basically dead. You know, maybe I won't speed this one up. Because the series gonna lap around reset, right? So it's fine. But she's that broken, so nice and clean. Not perfect. Alright, that will be it for the third attack, so let us move over to the fourth attack of today. Alright, so for round number 4, we'll be attacking mid-fort, which is scouted. So I'll put the information on screen now. And based on what you guys can see, we can see that the Luluka is Ice Crystal, Shu is Draco, and Candy, Emelandy is Elbrus. So, and then bottom comp is, we don't know if it's Holy Sack, it could be a non-max Holy Sack, so like we can't run like a Watcher, Hua, that type of thing. It could be a bit sus if it's like a non-max one and then it procs, right? So let's just run DC. Shroon Celestine or Karina's Rocket Punch. So the idea for round 1 is we're going to Soulburn S3 with Nakwal, just reset everything and bind, and then we're going to S2 on the Emil Shu. The reason why we need to do the Emil Shu is because we don't want her to get the focus, right? We don't want her to get the passive, which does that fixed damage, right? So the idea is Soulburn S3, S2 onto the Rat, and then we're going to use Stene S3 to kill the Luluka, and then we're going to focus the Rat until she's dead, and then afterwards we focus the Emelandy, and she has Bind on, and then eventually Nakwal laps around to get another seal, and then it's like just a free win. For the second team, oh, sorry, I forgot to show the stats. So Nakwal, right? Nakwal here. Stene is going to be on Book with Destro set, and then Anos is going to be on Guardian Ice Crystals. Bottom team, it's just going to be Destina, On Guardian Ice, Iseria is going to be on Unseen Observer, just speed basically, and then we're going to run DC on Prayer. And yeah, basically just reset DC, one-shot the Sharoon so we can get the Venom out of the way, and then once the Venom's out of the way, we can just basically focus the Euphine, and then Karina's always going to go into the DC because DC is the dark unit out of the 2 Earth units. And yeah, it should be pretty clean, so let's go right ahead. So unfortunately, my Streamlabs crashed in the previous recording. I don't know why it does that sometimes, but we did end up winning. Basically, we just... what we said happened, right? We just killed the Shu, killed the Luluka with the standing S3, Candy is sealed, and she just dies like a dog. Iseria just resets DC, kill Sharoon first, and then just kill Yuffie and kill Karina last. So I'm sorry I wasn't able to get that clip in, but my Streamlabs crashed. So hopefully it doesn't crash again, but I'd rather the recording crash than the attack. So all good. So let's move on to the 5th attack today then. Alright, so for our 5th attack of today, this is going to be a scout. So we're hitting PooSenpai. So it's Ocean Breeze Senya Shu. So pretty standard, right? Like it's pretty meh. It's kind of, imagine this is a Conquer Lily Senya Shu, right? So we are in the Destina here. DC is going to be on Prayer of Solitude, and then Iseria is going to be on Unseen Observer. So the idea here basically is just Iseria reset DC, Luluka is probably going to S3 and potentially silence us, but because we have like 300 plus ER on Destina, it's pretty unlikely that we get a silence. So I'm just going to push a DC, kill the Senya, and then Shu is always going to be going into the DC, and then everything should be fine. On the bottom, it's just going to be Emilken, so Lilius, Candy, and Emilshu. So Roanna is going to be on Protection set here on Celestine with Release Imprint for the team. And then our Arrowwell is just going to be on like straight bulk. Adamant Shield. Immunity is not really necessary, but I mean, it's always good to have it versus not. And then the Emilken is just on Destro Pen, Golden Rose, best in slot, right? So idea is they just all die to Emilken, and we don't care if he injures us because we're just going to kill him. So yeah, that's it. So let us go right ahead. Oh wow, it's Senya first. So Senya is 15.4k, so I guess we should have got immunity on our Iseria. That's kind of a misplay. That's a bit of a misplay. I think things should be still fine, I think. I mean, we could get silenced, but this pushes quite a large amount. So I'm just gonna push the Iseria down. We're just gonna reset DC. We're just gonna generate enough souls. And I'm probably just gonna I'm not gonna S3 Senya, that would be troll. I'm just gonna S3 on the Lulucar. Now, Lulucar could still silence our DC, so we're kind of put into an awkward position, I think. Yeah, we forgot immunity. Whoops. 24.9k Shu. And its symbol. Oh, jeez. That's a lot of damage. So it's a high effectiveness Senya. Okay. I don't think this Lulucar kills. It definitely won't silence our Destina, but it might silence DC here. It didn't silence DC. So it's only 15k Senya, so I'm just gonna Soul Burn S3 rip it anyways. Because it'll still kill. And yeah, it's dead. Now, Destina just has to stabilize with S3. Now, Shu is on Symbol, so she has a pretty high chance of actually landing on our Iseria. And it looks like it's actually Injury Shu too, which is a bit scary. Let me guess, he S2s. Oh, he didn't S2. Okay, so it's Injury Shu. It's pretty scary. I'm gonna S1. Hopefully he doesn't Elberus. Okay. So she's gonna push silence again. Might be worthwhile just to S1. A bit of healing is never a bad thing. So Shu's 25k HP, so Lulucar is gonna have her ability. I can't reset yet. Okay, this is a bit scary. Okay. So we're definitely not gonna get silenced here, but this is still relatively okay. So we got our silenced. Okay, so we probably just push DC down here then, and then he takes a turn before, and then I'm gonna rip S3. I think like I'm gonna quickly damage calculate this because like I really don't want us to screw this up, right? So we're gonna go Dark Corvus, and then we have Prayer at 30. And then we're at 29,258, right? So 29,258. And no elemental advantage, no torrent, nothing. So we should do Soulburn S3 is gonna do 28.2k right here. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's gonna do 28 point. Wait. Oh, wait, sorry, that's wrong. 29,258. So it's gonna 31k. Okay, so we know for sure it's gonna kill. Yeah, we know it's for sure it's gonna kill. So let's just quickly kill the shoe then. Okay. Yeah, sometimes you just have to have the damage calculator open and just like make sure. But this definitely was a misplay by me, like definitely really bad. But yeah, my bad. That's all good though. I mean, it is what it is. This stuff happens from time to time. Reset. Soul Constellation goes. Doesn't matter. He S3s, silences my DC. It just makes the fight a bit longer. But we shouldn't run into any issues. Any major issues, that is. DC loses a turn, but we're just going to push him down with Destina anyways. So we push Destina down. S1 with Iseria. And then Soulburn S3 with DC. Oh, whoops. Sorry, guys. That was a lot not cleaner than I was anticipating. And I forgot to take a CR screenshot in the beginning too, so whoever's following up, sorry. Alright, moving on. Let's see. So Emilshu goes first, as we expected. We counter. She has no immunity, which is proof of valor. So it's going to be good. 31k Lily as well. That's a lot of HP. Jeez. Does it have crit damage? It has crit. We don't land a provoke, obviously. So we're going to take the speed screenshot here and then S3. The protection set really helps, right? The protection set really helps offset a lot of the front-loaded damage, which is never a bad thing. And we're going to counter again. Provoke. Yeah, we land a provoke. Candy's going to go into the Emilken, and we're just going to blow her up. And she's not quite dead, but she's getting there. So I think rather than letting her pull a stun, I'm just going to go for a stun angle on the Lilius. Unlikely to land, but it's probably better to try versus not, so we go for it. Okay, we stripped everything. Well, she crit, so then we're going to land a provoke, hopefully. Yeah, we do. Okay, beautiful. So he has ones into... Oh, he didn't crit. Okay, well, he didn't crit, so I'm just going to dump S3 then. Okay, Golden Rose, that's giga damage. He counters, but it's fine. He's gonna S1 and then he's gonna die. Is he Aureus? Yeah, so it's Aureus, Lilius, because we see the damage share, right? And it's Holy Sack as well. Jeez. Wow, this guy's cooking. This guy is cooking. Alright, so we're just gonna S1 this guy because, I mean, why not, right? Emilken might also crit on this Emilshu too, which would be good, but she looks like it's a 0 crit shoe, potentially. No, it's not. Maybe just not max crit? 25k. So it's probably HP neck, right? He crit, so he's dead like a dog. Candy's gonna S1 into the Emilken, and she's gonna die like a dog as well. Nice. Okay. See, round 2 was much cleaner, so let's carry on to our 6th attack, I think. Let's go. Alright, so for our last attack of today, we'll be hitting Rough. Gonna be another scout, so it's gonna be Arrowell, Candy, Sharoon. So we're going with a Runka. So Amelia's gonna be at 250 speed, Rod of Amaryllis, nothing too special, just speed. Pillis is going to be our primary tank here, and he's going to be on Aureus. Now that I think about it, you probably don't need Aureus. We could probably just run POV. POV would give us just like extra survivability. And then Arunka is just going to be Uberius. Damage EE, obviously. Let's lock that for my buddy here. 7.3k, and I'm not even going to damage calculate, man. Attack buff for Arunka, 7, like, they're going to die. They're going to die, okay? Bottom. It's going to be Emilshu, Euphine, and Karina. So we're going to be running Doris as our premier Dark Bait on Water's Origin, just so that she can tank the Emilshu opening, because it's obviously going to be pretty fast. And then we're going to have DC on Prayer. So this is going to be like what? Like, this increases your HP by, like, we're going to be at like 42, 43k HP. So one stack of injury is not going to be the end of the world. Iseria is just going to basically reset Soulburn, kill the shoe, and then just basically play the rest of it out, and it should be fine. And yeah, let us go right ahead. Alright, so the Sharoon's actually going to move right behind. I mean, there's a 5% chance. I'm probably still going to go for it. It's 5%, right? It's 5%. So we're just going to one-tap the Candy. Yeah, Candy's dead. Yep, there it is. So Shirun's 17.9k HP. And yeah, whatever. She's gonna S3. We don't really care. We should be able to resist this. We have a decent chunk of ER on Pilis here. Yeah, we resisted. Beautiful. So I'm just gonna S3, try to cleanse one of the debuffs off. And I don't have any ER on Amelia, right? So there is a chance that I get reset, which I do. So I just have to wait, right? Arunka's gonna take another turn soon, and then we're just gonna have to S3 into the Shirun. And yeah, just gonna go nuclear pretty much. It should be dead, I'm pretty sure. Oh wow, it lived. I guess it didn't matter. Uberius OP. Let's just S3 here. Yeah, that's the power of Arunka, right? I mean, if you can make like a 8k Arunka, 7.7, 7.8k, I mean, just go in blind with Arunka, man. Like, don't even sweat it, dude. Like, it's just, she's just so good. Here we're gonna Soulburn S1 just because we get double Uberius procs, right? Because we get an extra attack, which is always good. That'll be good, do good chunk of damage. And one more hit with the Arunka should be the fight. And I think he has S3 available. Nope, one more turn. Okay, almost dead. Attack buff, Uberius should be able to kill this, I think. Not quite. Very close though. We might as well just push her down and S1. Beautiful. Okay, looking at our next attack here. So we get the CR bar here. Let's just reset DC. Unseen Observer. We're gonna S3 onto... Actually, S3 the shoe, right? Because if she can't get the passive when she's unbuffable, then she's kind of useless. And we can find out if she's POV. She is POV. But judging by the... Oh, resisted. Wow, okay. 25k. We should be fine. We should be fine. Let's just push the Dark Corvus down and Soulburn S3 into the Emil Shoe. I'm pretty sure he dies. Yeah. Slash I hope. Yep, he's dead. Good night. It's not really, like, with all of our Dark Corvuses, like in Talentless, it's pretty hard to not kill POV Shoe. So we get that broken. I don't think Doris dies here though. Yeah, Doris can get an S2 off here. Oh, double counter Elbrus. Oh my fucking god. Oh no, it's fine. I'm literally just trolling. It's fine. Elbrus again? Yo, get this guy out of here. Get this guy out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. We don't like that. We don't like that. And he's dead. Okay. Doris is gonna die. No. Oh wait. Wait, his rocket punch is not maxed. His rocket punch is not maxed. Alright, well, RNG win, I guess. Reset DC. And then just S1. And then... sure, S1 doesn't matter. S3. Nice. Easy money. Nice and clean. Alright. Those are our 6 attacks of today. Unfortunately, there's not 9, but pretty nice. Let's go ahead. Alright, so those are going to be our Guild War attacks for today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy again, because it's we're doing 6 attacks even like into the next week. So yeah, enjoy the longer format for now, and yeah, hopefully you guys do enjoy. I'm trying to mix up all the attacks and not do like Dark Corvus, Dark Corvus, Dark Corvus. So hopefully you guys can appreciate that. It's taking a bit more effort, I guess. But as always, please drop a like and comment below to really help me with the algorithm. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope everyone had a really good long weekend, had a full belly. Hope you guys get some good deals on Black Friday. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. So thanks for watching and take care. Have a good weekend. Bye.